The objective of this webinar is in the next 50 minutes, is to get you to a conclusion on how to think, and then any strategy you touch will start to fall into place and make sense. You understand? So let's go and let's get this engine started here. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Let me know whenever you guys can see the screen. Okay, it should be visible. And once it's visible, I want you guys to let me know if you guys can see my circle. Okay, let me get rid of this and that, because that's not needed. And I'm going to draw a circle. Let me know when you guys can see the circle. Okay. Okay, great. You see all this stuff, yeah? Now, one of the key pieces that I want to bring to your attention, okay, one of the key pieces I want to bring to your attention is this notion of when we jump into trading, right? When we jump into trading, what we want to avoid is trading is a game on the charts and I have to click button, money. Okay, we need to change that logic first. Okay, I'm going to get you there in 50 minutes, but I need you to leave that thought out the window. Get it out of your head, pull it out. You know, if you have to do the Men in Black zapping your face to, erase all your memories, do what you got to do. Get it out the window. Hear me out for 15 minutes. You decide for yourself. Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Let's begin. Now, when dealing with trading, you guys are going to be confronted with a couple of things. I'm going to tell you, if you're new to trading, I'm going to tell you what the future is going to lie for you. If you're existing in trading, but you're not doing so well, I'll tell you why. And if you are a seasoned trader, you'll probably agree with me, and you'll probably have encountered this somewhere where you've probably worked in a bank or at a trading floor before. Okay, so for those of you guys who are at that level, okay, obviously this stuff will make sense too, because it's like, yeah, that's what we do all day, every day, right? But a lot of the newer folks or folks who are in the industry for a very long time, you'll be surprised they don't know this information. So bear with me as we go through this. Okay, couple of things. When you see a chart like this, the brain fires up quickly. The brain fires up. Oh, this is a downtrend. No, this is an uptrend. Oh no, this is a trend line break, so therefore it's a buy. Oh no, this is a resistance pop, so it's a breakout buy. Oh no, this is a fair value gap. Oh no, this is a Fibonacci 50% retracement. Oh no. Okay. Now I want you to tell me in this thing, are you sure you're right? Because so does this guy feel, so does that guy feel, so does this guy feel, and so does that guy feel. Everyone thinks that they're right with their strategy, right? So what chance do you have as a new trader coming in, apart from there must be a strategy that must always be right? I just need to find that strategy. What you are doing, everyone's doing, okay? You have to understand that. Everyone's trying to do that. It's not wrong. It's actually correct. The reason why they're doing that is because they don't know what to do. So it's very logical to say, well, then my only source of information is Google and YouTube. So I'll just go to Google and YouTube, right? And Google and YouTube will show you things that you want to see, right? If you say, my feet hurts, is that cancer? Google will say yes. If you say my feet hurts, could it be chicken pox? Google will say yes. Google will show you whatever you want to see. Okay, it will show you whatever you want to see because it just picks up on your keywords and it senses, well, this is the type of person you are, right? So how you ask the question is the way you get answers. This is how life works. How you frame the question is the answers you get. The more nasty question you ask, the nastier answer you get. The more appropriate and in-depth detailed question you ask, the more in-depth answer you get. Okay, so now moving forward, let's talk about this now. So there's a lot of information that goes into, is this market down? Is this market up? Is this market sideways? Is this market something to do with volume and all this stuff? Okay, I want to bring one piece of attention to you. Okay. This market is not, okay? If English is not your first language, that should make sense. Is not a game of technical analysis or timeframes. Okay, it is not a game of technical analysis or time frame. The market is purely a game for price. Price, okay? Learning number one from today. It's a game of price. You have to get this in your mind. It is not a game of technical analysis. So no matter what you learn, how you learn it, it's not going to help you. No matter what time frame you think, which is the right time frame, what time frame am I supposed to trade, it's not going to help you. It's like you're trying to learn how to drive and you're simply asking me, what road am I supposed to drive in? Is that going to get you to your destination if you're only looking at a specific road? That's an illogical question. Okay. Technical analysis is basically saying, well, I want to learn how to drive, but first I need to learn how do I turn on my windshield wipers? Is that going to teach you how to drive? You know what I mean? You're just focusing on one little element, one little exact element. That's not going to teach you to avoid a car crash. That's not going to teach you to drive faster. That's not going to teach you to slow down. You know, it's not going to teach you all that stuff, but you know how to flip on the windshield wipers. You see what I mean? We're going to move back. We're going to move back. I need this to get inside your brains first. Okay. Now, the reason why is I used to have trouble with this myself 20 years ago. Okay. And it took a very, very long time, not 20 years ago. I would say more like 15 years ago. And you guys probably know by now, I'm one of the oldest YouTube. In fact, I think I am the oldest YouTube channel when it comes to trading, right? There is nothing older. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, this is all you guys. All this white is from you. Okay. So now that you understand some of these basic logic, it's a price game. Okay. It's a price game. Now let's go back and talk about this a little bit. When we say it's a price game, what does that mean? Okay. How many of you guys in this room understand the word time frames? Okay. Whether you're new or modern or seasoned, okay, you're a little bit more advanced or you're seasoned trader. Do you understand the logic of time frames? Right? And many of you guys will say, yes, time frames is this thing up here that I can click on and I can flip through one chart or the other. Now, I want to ask you one thing. Okay. Okay. Ready? I'm gonna ask you one thing. Let's do something super simple. I know this is irritating, but you gotta get this through your head. Okay, you gotta get this through your head. Ready? I'm gonna draw this beautiful banana. Okay, I'm gonna draw this beautiful banana. I know what you're thinking. Why the hell are you drawing a banana when we're here to talk about trading? Because it has everything to do with trading. You have to understand that. Okay, so I hope it's okay that I'm like pumped today to get you into the rhythm and saying, okay, I'm gonna get you in 15 minutes. I'm gonna get this down in your head today. Okay, so there is a banana, right? Now the banana currently costs $10. Okay, that's the average going price of a banana. Okay, now you are saying, normally I buy bananas for $10. Suddenly the banana is $20. Okay, I'm not drawing a chart. I'm just making you think. The banana was $10, now it's $20. Ready? Now, if that banana is $20, and then there's a promotion, the banana is $8.50. $8.50. There's a promotion. The banana has now become $8.50. Now, when you started looking at the banana in terms of a timeline, whenever it was offered at $8.50, does it have anything to do with, oh, it was offered at $8.50 on a daily chart? Oh, it was offered at $8.50 on an hourly chart? Or was it offered $8.50 in the time of the universe? No matter what time frame you look at, this price was offered. That needs to get in. It is not what time frame am I supposed to look at? That's not the question you're supposed to ask. The question is, was a better price ever offered? Ever? Was it offered? If it was offered, then every single time frame will reflect that. Every single time frame will reflect that. Now, if you want to buy a house, and you are discussing with your spouse that we need to buy this house and this house cost $100,000. Okay. And you're like, $100,000, that's too expensive. And we're going to wait until the house is $80,000. Okay. We're going to wait until it's $80,000. The very next day, it becomes 80. Are you going to say, you know what? I'm not going to buy it. I need to wait a full one year cycle before I can accept the 80K. No. I must wait a full 10-year cycle before I can accept 80K. The price was offered. What does time have to do with it? Nothing. So the whole concept of, are you a daily trader? Are you a 60 trader? Are you a 15-minute trader? Take it out the window. Okay? That logic of time frames is a technical game. Okay, I'll explain that in a little bit. So far, so good. You with me? If the price was offered, what does it matter on the time? It means it was offered, period. Okay, and you can never change that. It's going to reflect on every time frame that you can think of. 1 minute, half a minute, 2 seconds, 1 second. It'll reflect on every time frame. Price was offered. So far, so good? Okay. Okay, yeah, that was a house, not a mushroom. Okay, so moving forward. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. I want to show you guys here in my community. Now, many times you guys might be thinking, well, all this stuff is great, but how is it going to help me? Before we even talk about how's it going to help me, what if you see it with your own eyes? You see it, okay? How about that? Okay, there's nothing more powerful than you seeing the person, what he's talking about being done. Okay, you have to see it. Unfortunately, we can't do live trades because we only have an hour together. Trust me, if I make this 10 hours long, I'll lose you in 30 minutes because you won't have patience to sit through. Okay, so looking at this, okay, all the entries that you can see with me getting in or getting out, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to tell you how to think to understand what to do. And as we go through this information, I'm also going to show you some critical elements of how do you get a stop loss like that? How can you know to put a stop loss so tight without a strategy? Without a strategy. Now you got to think about that for a moment. Okay. How do you do that without a strategy? Okay. How do you know to get out before the prices turn around? How do you know to do that? See, that's the exit right there. And then after that, boom, 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 boom. How do you know to do that? How do you know when to book the money? How do you know when to get in? Why is someone buying up there in the sky? Why would anyone in their right mind buy up there in the sky? Oh, do they know something I don't know? Once someone is buying up in the sky, why would anyone in their right minds put a tiny, tiny stop loss on that? Do I have your attention now? Okay. When you deal with tiny stop losses over and over and over again, you answer one question. I need to zip it and I need to listen to this guy. And then I will decide whether I like it or not. But I need to hear it out first. That's step number one. You have to let go of this idea of it cannot be done. If it cannot be done, why are we here? If you feel it cannot be done, you shouldn't be in this industry. You're wasting time and money and resources. Okay, so be honest and true to yourself. If I'm here, I gotta listen, I gotta understand, because it's gotta click. Okay, where these webinars come in handy is for the ones who are willing to understand and saying, I am cynical, and that's how I should be. Perfect. I need that person to be cynical and curious. It is only then that this thing is going to make sense to you. Not, I'm going to follow this brown guy on the screen blindly. No, that's not going to do it. And not the pessimistic side, like, I don't know, man, this ain't going to work. What are you doing here then? But you got to be in the middle, which is, tell me more. I'm curious. I want to know. I want to know, and then I'll decide. Agree? Can we have an agreement to that? Okay. You got to be strong enough to be in the middle to say, I'm going to figure this out. I can do this. All right. Now, think about this way. Okay. Prices, when they move, when price moves, it moves due to a simple word, supply and demand. Okay. Now, wait. I know the moment I say this word, what happens? What happens in your mind? Your mind says, oh, supply and demand. You mean that? You mean that? Drop, base, drop, and then you extend it out, and then that area should respond. You see how your previous education is pulling you into that terminology? Hold that, put it aside. Okay, hold that, put it aside. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, what do you understand about supply and demand? Okay, ready? I need to go over 5 minutes of theories with you guys, and I'll bring you back to the chart. I promise I'll bring you back to the chart. 5 minutes of theory. You guys ready for this? Okay, here we go. 5 minutes of theory. Okay. Yeah, I hate theory is not fun, but we got to do this. Let's do it. Okay. Then we go to practical. Okay, because you need both, but you can't do practical if you don't understand the theory. You have to understand it. Okay, and it's not theory, it's a fact. Like, you got to get it through your heads. Okay, now, how does it work? Let's talk about that first. When the market moves, boom. When the market moves, okay, I'm going to give you shortcuts really quickly. I'm not going to go into so much detail. I'm going to give you shortcuts. When the market moves, think why. Why does it move? The market moves because people want that item, that whatever it is, they want it. Once they want it, if it's moving, that means they cannot. Let me underline this word for you. Cannot get it. One more time. Cannot get it. You have to get that in your mind. When the market is moving drastically, it basically means that house you wanted to buy for $100,000, or sorry, $80,000. Sorry, I don't know why I drew the entry and the roof. Okay. The house that you were saying, if it's at 80,000, I want to buy it. And then the prices go to 100, 200, 400. What's actually happening is you're panicking and saying, oh my goodness, I can't buy it, but I want it. I need it, but there's not enough houses left to buy. So let's say there's 10 houses and there's 500 of us who want to buy it. Now, I know this is like, oh man, you're going to teach me economy and market economics right now, basics. Yes, I have to, because that's the only way you're going to learn how to do this with such precision and accuracy. So please hear me out on this. This is super, super, super important. So you have to buy. So the market only has 10 houses available, but there's 500 of us who want to buy it. 500 of us who want to buy it. Okay. What's going to happen is suddenly the store. Okay. Think of this as a store. The store or the market is saying, I used to sell this for 80, but since I know there's a lot of people who want to buy this, let's jack up the price. Since everybody wants to buy it and I only have 80, jack up the price. Okay? Jack up the price. You got to get this tone in your head. When everybody wants it, but they cannot get it, jack up the price. Okay? So when the price goes up to 100, one of these 500 people say, I'll give you 120, give it to me. One of these 500 people say, I'll give you 200, give it to me. One of these guys say, I'll give you 400, give it to me. The average cannot buy it. They cannot buy it. So what does it mean? What does it mean? When the market flies, and it goes up, 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 that means there's a lot of people basically looking like this. Oh man, I wish I could get that, this product. Okay, in this case, it's Aussie CAD. We'll label it something like jeans. I wish I could have got these jeans, but now the price of the jeans that used to be $100 has become $5,000. This is ridiculous. Why is it $5,000? Because my rich neighbor suddenly decided to offer $150, and another rich neighbor, he decided to offer $250, and then because of that, the price got jacked up. How many of you guys in this room live in Hong Kong? How many of you guys live in Hong Kong? How many of you guys live in New York? Okay. How many of you guys live in Dubai? What happens if you're a local native in these countries? What happens when suddenly your city becomes so attractive that the rest of the world flocks in and has a bigger wallet than you? Suddenly, you won't be able to afford a house in your own city. Is that not what's happening? Is that not what's happening? Prices go up because the limited amount of stock that's available, they say, jack up the price. Jack up the price. So far, so good? Okay. Now, we're going to bring the theory into the charts now. We're going to bring the theory into the charts. Ready? Okay, here we go. Here we go. On the sell side, think store. Think store. On the buy side, think buyers. Okay? Let's keep it simple. Okay, and some of you guys saying in Toronto, Vancouver, Cape Town. Yeah, you guys know this. This is built into your DNA from childhood till now. It's just you don't do it in the charts for some reason. I need to bring the attention what you already know. This is not something I made up. I am just taking your head and saying, look this way. Suddenly your trading will be a lot better. All I have to do is move your head 5 degrees this way, and you're like, of course, this makes sense. I should have done this a long time ago. Okay, so from a sell perspective, think like a store. From a buy perspective, think like a buyer. Ready? Here we go. There is this price holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. Okay, from here to here. Price is holding on. Let me zoom in more so you guys can see this. Yeah, is that clear to visible? Okay. Price is holding on, holding on, holding on, holding on. Holding on means everyone is doing business at this price. Good. Price is stable, right? Do you like your bread to be $10 today and $5,000 tomorrow? Nobody likes that. Nobody likes that. Why should the market be any different? This is loved. They love this. People in the real world love this stability. Okay. If you have a devaluation of your currency against the US dollar, do you love it? No. Okay. So this is what is loved. Okay. Now, once the prices start moving for whatsoever reason, let's call that reason news event. Let's call that reason interest rates. Okay, let's call it, it's the same thing, right? Interest rates. Let's call that reason major impact news, such as, Corona or anything like that. Okay, anything major impactful. What happens is now the store says, uh-oh, I'm getting this price, but seeing the situation that's cooking outside in the world, I need to get rid of all my stock. I was selling one by one, one by one, one by one. Get rid of everything. Sell as quickly as you can at this price. Otherwise, there's going to be no more buyers because the people in the world are going to be like, It's Corona time. I'm staying home. Why should I pay my Rolls-Royce subscription for GPS? It's not needed. I'm going to be home. So Rolls-Royce tries to give you a deal. You pay $10 less. You pay $20 less. You pay $30 less. Come on, just lock it in. 1 year, 2 year commitments, lock it in. Do something. Offer a deal as quickly as you can. So as a store, you know whatever news came out is going to be bad for business. You need to get rid of your stock quickly at the highest price possible. So far, so good. You with me? So the faster this thing drops, it means, ooh, desperation, baby. Desperation. Now, if there is desperation and you and I are buyers, okay, you and I are buyers, we see this. The price went from 8,700 or 8,700 all the way down to 8,650. Boom, right there. In a very short span of time, we're going to be like, since they did give a massive, massive discount, I don't think I should buy. I think I can get more. I think I can get more. This is how the normal public thinks. This is how the whole market operates. Not because of a trend line, not because of Fibonacci, not because of any of that stuff. It's the thought behind the buyer is now adjusted. Okay, so if I use a hard template of technical analysis on this, you will never get the thought of the buyer behind it. It's impossible. You get what I'm saying? So try to understand when this happens, how do you think the buyers are going to feel? They're not going to buy it. And that is now reflected. They're not buying. They're saying, I need a better deal, baby. So the store says, fine, I can get you a better deal because nobody is buying. They have no choice. But look at the way it came down before. Look at the way it came down now. You tell me, what do you think this means? Based on the way they dropped it dramatically before and how the store is giving a discount right now, you tell me, what do you think this means? This means they know that there's going to be a buyer around these prices. So they're messing around with the way they offer the prices. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Now, suddenly, candlestick patterns are now becoming beautiful. Oh, yeah. You see, there is a rejection candle. That's why the market didn't go down. No, it's not because a rejection candle or exhaustion candle or a pin bar candle. Get that out of your head. It's because this plus this, doing. I understand. I know what's happening. I understand. I know what's happening. Speed is reduced. Why is it reduced? Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Okay, Mooney Shaker, you're saying please do options trading. Okay, what I since you're asking so many times, like 500 times, what I'm gonna do is maybe I'm gonna stop this webinar and answer your question in options. Come on, be considerate of other people. Everyone's here. We're talking about this. Stay focused. Okay. All right. If you spam another time, we'll kick you out. All right. Okay. Now, looking forward. Okay. So far, so good. It's slowing down. It's slowing down. Now, notice the way the buyers come. Is the buyer interested? No. Look at the way the buyers come. Is the buyer interested? No. Look at the way the buyers come. Huh. That's a little bit better. Still discount from the store, but no lower low. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's up with that buyer? Now, you tell me if you are the store, and suddenly people are willing to buy so aggressively, what would you do with your product that you're selling? What do we do? If people are willing to buy and you don't have much, what are you going to do? Jack up the price. Jack up the price, which means every time they gave a discount, it makes a lower low. Discount makes a lower low. Discount. Wait a minute. Where's my lower low? Where's my lower low? Where's my lower low? Bam! What in the world? There's a buyer here. Okay. Notice I am not reading any of this phase through technical analysis. I'm not reading any of that phase of that is, the early parts of Asia. That is the high volume. That is, we got to get all the stuff straight first. Okay. What is happening? You got to get that in your mind. Okay. Before you jump onto technical analysis and become a blind horse that just follows rules, but you don't really understand what is happening. You got to understand what's happening. Okay. Now that the buyers come, what will the store do? If you were the store, don't give a discount. Stop with the discounts. And that's exactly what happens. Notice the buyer who was buying here aggressively, when the discounts stop coming in from the store, notice how he steps up. He was willing to buy at this price. Now he's willing to buy at that price. Whoa, 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 whoa. Are the buyers back? Once they buy at this price a little bit higher and aggressively, the store refuses to give a discount because they know they don't have to. They know they don't have to. Tell me, with this logic, can you not get into a buy understanding you don't need a wide stop loss down here in your grandma's house? Even your dog can see it's a buy, right? So you have to bring in what you already know. There's nothing new you have to learn. You have to bring in what you already know because you do this in real life outside. You do this in real life outside, do you not? Okay, and these things, am I telling you based on theory? I'm showing you these are the things I did. Look at my buy right there. Okay, look at these buys. These are the things I'm doing. Okay, with these tight stop losses and stuff. And then why would I buy up there? Remember I asked you that question? Why would this crazy brown man who's, I can't tell if he's trying to help me or screaming at me. I can't tell. So why is this brown man on the screen buying up in the sky? What does that mean? Well, let me ask you, when this thing rises up like this, boom, boom, and I see that kind of movement, I don't care. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Why should there be a seller? If I am the store and I see a strong buyer, I don't want to give a discount. I don't want a discount. Do you want a discount? Do you want to offer a discount? If someone tells you, let's say you're selling a product. Okay. So let's say you're selling, shoes. You sell your shoes for $100. And then suddenly you notice you have 1,000 pieces of shoes in your store. And you notice, not many people buy. 50 people buy at $100. 50 people buy. Okay, not a lot. Then suddenly, people are saying, I don't know why, what happened? Maybe in Instagram, Miley Cyrus is wearing your shoes. Kim Kardashian is rocking your shoes. And all these people, they're rocking your shoes. And suddenly, your shoes, people are coming and saying, you only have 1,000, give it to me. Give it to me. I'll give you 200. I'll give you 500. I'll give you 1,000. Are you telling me in your normal human mind that you're going to say, no, principles, I will sell at 100 principles? Or are you going to be a businessman and be like, well, if there is demand and there's no supply, the only logical economic thing to do is jack up the price. Jack up the price, right? So you're going to raise the prices. You're not going to offer a discount. If your buddy comes, say, hey, man, give me 2 shoes. No, I'm not going to give you 2 shoes because the prices are super expensive. Why am I going to waste it? I only have 1,000 pieces. Does that make sense? Is it clicking? Can you guys like and thumbs up and stuff so I know it's clicking, it's going in? right? Yeah. Okay. Out 10 saying, but then can I assume the store will sell at the original price when it's a range where they were shaking, when they were shaking their hands? No. So in a range situation, right? In a range situation, you want to avoid thinking like this because in a range situation, things are calm and normal. Okay. I would look at it from a wider perspective from a range situation. Okay. So now take a look at something like this. Okay. So let's say this is a range right here, right? Now, this is a range. I shrunk the screen. That's the range right there. But look at it from a big perspective. What's actually happening? Overall flow is down, right? What's actually happening? Someone jacked up the price. Now, you tell me if someone is jacking up the price, all of you guys, I'm going to ask you this question. If someone is willing to buy so aggressively, would you, as the store, give a discount? If you are the store, I'm going to call you Mr. Store. Mr. Store, give discount. Huh. The answer is no, we shouldn't give a discount. So then why did this store give a discount so much? That doesn't make any sense. Interesting. So then the buyer bought from here last time. I wonder if he's going to buy again. Oh, he's buying? No, he's not. Store is giving a discount again. I've seen enough. I'm going to sell. Boom. And the sell kicks in. And the sell kicks in. What happens is in your process of thinking logic after logic after logic, things start to make sense. Now, if I say, you see this trend line break? You see this underside sell that you're supposed to do? That one, yes. You're supposed to do that one. But shh. And the average person doesn't know that. Okay? Okay? The average person doesn't know that. So now, if I do this, boom, 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 boom. Oh, trend line break. Should I buy it? You tell me, okay? All of you guys, here we go. You guys have all learned this stuff, right? So I'm going to draw this trend line for you. Ready? Okay, wait. Oh my God. So satisfying to connect the dots. One more. Oh, okay. Beautiful connections, right? It's like beautiful trend line, as perfect as it can be. Now, the rule is once you're on the other side of the trend line, we have to buy the pull. I don't know what they call it. Break the leg and buy the pull. I don't know what they call it, right? Like there's all these words around it. You tell me based on everything you've seen, there's a strong buyer here. Strong buyer right here. Strong buyer. Boom, 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 boom. You are the store. You are the store. Would you give a discount? Would you give a discount? No, you would not give a discount in your wildest dreams. You're like, dude, they're buying. What's wrong with you? Don't give a discount. But they did. They did. I wonder if a buyer will buy. They're trying. Notice it's going sideways. After a buy, when a huge thing gets rejected, why would it buy? That sounds illogical. It's like the buyer says, since the whole housing market went to garbage, I'm going to buy maybe 10 houses now. Okay, since everything's bankrupt now, I'm going to buy. That sounds a little illogical, doesn't it? Okay, so if this whole thing has collapsed on you, do you think buyers are going to say, oh, I can't wait to buy this? If they were this desperate, how did the price come down to here? How? You tell me how. If you want to buy some shoes desperately at $300, or you want to buy your Birkin bag or your Gucci bandana and your Ray-Ban sunglasses with the tag hanging on the side for $3,000, if that suddenly becomes $3 tomorrow, do you really want to buy? Or are you going to be like, is this brand even good anymore? I understand 2,900, but $3? I don't know if I want to buy this. I'm not going to look good with this now because it's cheap. That's what happens. People don't buy. People stop buying. And then the market collapses. It collapses. You know this stuff. But as a trend line break, buy the dip after the break happens, the guy is left holding the bag. He bought a product thinking it's going to go up, but it's not going up because he studied the strategy, not the logic. The strategy, not the logic. How many of you guys had an aha moment today so far? And can convincingly say in the chat with your chest pounded out that it's not a game of strategy, technical analysis. It's a game of price and understanding how buyers and sellers respond to price. It's a game of price. Agree? It is not a game of technical this, technical that, da 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 da. Now, I want to ask you guys one question. I did promise you guys that I wanted to go back and forth, back and forth. Okay. Can you guys tell me in this webinar, so I know how many more webinars we can do like this? You guys really enjoy this? Did this sort of kick in a little bit? Did it help when I showed you my chart in the beginning and I said, look at my entry, look at my stop loss like that. Okay, like that. Who in their right mind does that? Okay, a little bit later, I did the same thing much higher up with a stop loss like that. Who in their right mind does that? It wasn't after the fact, right? I showed you before and after pictures. And this is live in front of my community. Those guys will be probably in this room as well. So how does that happen with just a strategy? It can't. It's not possible. It's not possible. So what I wanted to say is if this thing helps to see it, my whole thing in my mind for a long time has been, what if I can put you behind a trader to see with your own eyes how it's done? Would that help? Would that help? If you see with your own eyes it being done live in front of you, will it click? Okay. Will you then have the confidence to do it? Okay. If anyone just teaches you strategy after strategy after strategy, but you never see it, it has no use, right? But what if I can put you behind traders and I can make you say, look at that and see how it's done and get an explanation of why or why not? This is going to be powerful. This is why I wanted to let you guys know our latest project. This is something that was very, very dear to me, and I'm opening the doors for it for the first time. It is globally available starting today. It is called Anticipate, Don't Participate. Okay? It's called Anticipate, Don't Participate. The website is anticipate.ae. It's made here in Dubai. We've been working on it tirelessly with me and the team, trying to figure out how can we make this available to the entire world where it's easily accessible. You sit behind and you watch it with your own eyes. You trust me, nothing is more powerful than seeing it done with your own two eyes. Okay. It's a lot different than I send you a screenshot saying it's already done. What? Why was it? What did you do? And what if I can't do it? Oh, it's your psychology. Oh, come on. Seriously? How many times are you going to blame the psychology? Okay. You have to look at it in a certain way. Let me put you behind a few traders. Look at their development every day. So who these traders are is I've picked them up randomly like that. I picked them up randomly and I said, I'm going to train you and I'm going to see how quickly can you turn the page. Okay. So one of them is a person who used to do sales. Okay. And another person used to have a restaurant. Okay. Two random people from random walks of life. Only thing that was required for me is to train them in a certain way, which they will explain every single day whenever they take trades of why they did it like that or why they avoided a trade like that. So this project of mine is a very, very powerful project. We just didn't know how to bring it out. It's out now. Okay, how many of you guys in this room are already VIP members who got early access? I think some of you guys in here have got early access as premium members. Okay, but the public door is open today. Okay, it is extremely accessible. It is available all around the world. You will be able to pick it up, and I'm very proud for this day that you guys are able to get access to a program like this. Promise me one thing: as hard as we work to make this available for you guys, in all walks of life, let me know your feedbacks on how you like it. Whenever we ask for reviews, please give us reviews for this, because it's vitally important. We are stretching super thin to make sure it's accessible to everybody. Okay, so it's been a pet project of mine. As always, we've been dedicated for education. Education is everything. You can't do anything without education. So education gives you the power, and then the action from that knowledge lifts you off. Okay, I truly believe in that. So if you want more information, you can head on over to www.anticipate.ae. Okay, it's built in Dubai, hence .ae. Okay, it stands for Arabs Emirates. Okay. Okay, guys. I hope you guys liked today's webinar. We'll do more of these type of webinars. I think it really works well with you guys. You guys are starting to understand. It helped a lot of my students understand it that way too. We'll continue to do things like this where we go back and forth from theory and charts, so that way you can see, you can practice, you can understand, and that way you can have a fast learning curve, as you should. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.